Hi, I'm Aimee Hoover from the University of Maryland Center for Environmental Science at the Chesapeake Biological Lab. I am currently a first-year master's student under Dr. Helen Bailey and Dr. Dave Secor. And I am looking at the dispersal of the eastern Pacific leatherback out of Playa Grande, Costa Rica. I got my undergraduate degree from the University of Miami in Florida, where I studied marine science and biology. And I worked in Hawaii. Mostly I looked at fisheries data, and I looked at sea turtle bycatch and tried to understand why the turtles were being caught in the fisheries and how that changed over time. The objective of my master's thesis is to look at the dispersal of the eastern Pacific leatherback out of Playa Grande, Costa Rica. So this population has experienced a 98% decline since the 1980s, and we want to understand why is this population declining despite all the conservation efforts that we have been putting in to try to help this population grow. So my project is looking at a couple of different data sets, one of which we obtained in December of 2014. We went to the Cayman Islands and studied the green sea turtle, and we used different methods of attaching acoustic tags to hatchling green sea turtles, and then by doing that we measured their speed and their behavior when they had these attachments on them versus when they didn't have the attachment, and then we wanted to compare the two to see how it affects them in the water. So first we want to do the trial study to get a little bit of preliminary data, and then we are now going to use that data and go to the Pacific coast in Playa Grande, Costa Rica, and then there we will attach these same acoustic tags to hatchling leatherback sea turtles there. And then once we attach the acoustic tag, we're going to put the leatherbacks in the water and then follow them in a boat. And then that is going to give us the speed and direction of these hatchling leatherbacks. And then we're going to take that data on speed and direction and then put it into a model that we currently have. And then that's going to give us a better idea of how the population is moving, and then potentially how it's going to grow, or sources of mortality, sources of death on the population. This study is important because the information that we gather from it will be used to inform these models on the leatherback's movement. And then once we have these models, we can take it to management and try to look at the different sources of mortality on the population. And then management can decide how they want to restrict different areas that are affecting the leatherback population.